Working. Most people dislike their first jobs. There are those few diamonds in the rough, but mine was another story altogether. Okay, so the first job I ever worked, a Subway. I was barely 16 and my dad had gotten me the job. I didn't want to work and I wasn't ready. The ladies who'd been working there just didn't like me. I was one of the kids whose dad had gotten her the job. They had been working at this Subway for probably most of their lives, and I waltzed in like, "Hello, I am here, and I won't be spending the rest of my life here." Anyway, one day I was working and I decided to get a sandwich to bring home, since I wanted to. I clocked out, got home, and ate. I was fine for about an hour, and then the sickness kicked in. It was probably the sickest I've ever been. I was vomiting for 12 hours straight. I got no sleep, and I thought I was going to die. To this day, I can't be around Subway because the smell makes me sick. Anyway, so after that, I just couldn't go back to working. I didn't want to be around the smell. So one day I texted the manager and said I couldn't make it in, and well, I ended up getting fired. They hadn't liked me anyway, so me just saying I couldn't come in one time ended up getting me fired. Honestly, that's probably against protocol. I'm sure you're supposed to get at least one warning. To be honest, I didn't really care. The only reason I'd gotten that job was to get a cat, and I'd spent all the money on my cat, so I was fine. I've worked 2 total jobs in my life. The one I'm currently in and the Subway job. And let me tell you, people working in customer service or retail, they are the fakest motherfuckers. We have to smile for our job, guys. The lady behind the McDonald's register doesn't care that you're going to Hawaii next week or that your dog passed away. We're supposed to say hello and welcome in. It's literally part of our job. We're not being nice. We're doing it because we're poor and we need money. But I think I'm getting sidetracked. When you walk into a restaurant or a retail store, the employees will always say one of the following things. And I'm going to translate all of them into what they're actually thinking. "Hi, welcome in." "Oh great, more of them. I was just about to get some actual work done, but I guess Asswipe wants to come in and stand around for 15 minutes. "How are you doing today?" "I don't give 2 shits about your life. I'm getting paid to say this." "Ready to order? Need some help?" "You've been standing there for 15 minutes. There is a line." "I'm good. You?" "I'm dead inside. You?" "The manager isn't here right now." "I don't want you snitching on me." That's just one of the few things that go through my head every time I talk to people. Probably one of my favorite customer interactions was this. So this old man walked in, and right away I knew he would be a problem. So he was trying to understand how the pricing worked at our store. I kept explaining it to him, but he just wasn't getting it. It was like trying to explain the internet to a caveman. I kept trying, but he just wasn't listening. And then he said, "I guess you need the internet to understand it," and proceeded to stand there while a line of people filed in. I decided to help the others in line because I didn't have time for his shit. He ended up just leaving. I was low-key glad I didn't have to explain how our fancy register worked. "No, insert the chip. You have a chip." "I don't have a chip." "Yes, you do. Look." "It's not working." Another time, this lady came into the store 5 minutes before closing. I fucking love it when people do this. It makes me want to kill them. She stands there for a good 4 minutes before saying anything to me. Now, me being a good person, and totally not because my manager was there, I didn't kick her out, and I just let her try to figure out what she wanted. She asked me,
"Do you have any sugar-free options?"
I said no, because we sell donuts, so I don't know what the hell you're doing in a donut shop, but okay. She took another 10 minutes to pick 2. At this point, I was ready to murder her. And finally, she left. I was just about to throw a chair at her to get her out of the store. My favorite thing is how disrespectful people are towards me sometimes. Most of the time, people are fine. They get what they want, and then they leave. That's great. Thank you if you do that. But I'm talking about the people who insist on just being asshats. For instance, if we don't have something they want, they'll catch an attitude.
"Well, I was expecting it to be her."
Okay, but it's not. Bye then. Or when you're holding your hand out for their money to ring them up and they just throw it at you. Like, excuse me, my hand's right here, ho. Do you want me to throw your food at you? Because I will. For all you small little beans out there who are starting your first jobs, I just have one piece of advice for you. If you can put it off, try as hard as you can. You have to live a little, you know? Being 16 should be fun. You shouldn't be slaving away in a greasy McDonald's kitchen. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little animatic, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.